Hey, happy Monday, everybody. Let's start our week out by shifting our awareness toward revealing our personal truth. I'm John Michael Salvato, and you're watching A Year of Thinking Magically. And welcome back. I hope that wherever you are staying warm and safe. Here in South Central Pennsylvania, we are having some really remarkable snow squalls. So if you see me looking out the window, it is really accumulating out there quickly. And so I just hope that everybody out there is safe. One of the most brilliant minds and probably one of the most significant influences in my spiritual philosophy, a man by the name of Alan Watts, once wrote, "The truth is revealed by removing things that stand in its light." By replacing fear, he said, fear of the unknown with curiosity, we open ourselves to an infinite stream of possibility. Now, many of you have seen this quote, and a few of my thoughts on the whole quote itself on my Facebook post earlier this morning, and I felt like the resonance of Watt's words were just important enough to dive a little bit deeper. So let me go ahead and turn the comment section on here, and so yes, Sarah Sadana tells me that in northeastern Pennsylvania, it's just as cold. So let me ask you a question. How many times do we consider our circumstances grim or dark or desperate without really stopping to consider that light is always there? What we perceive as nighttime is simply a time when the mass of the earth stands between us and our ability to see the sun's brilliant light. So our shadow work, I think, is what allows us to see more clearly that which has to be dealt with in our lives so that the light of the sun's not blinding, not overpowering, but instead warms and nourishes us in a, a more fertile soil than we would experience in the cycle if the cycle of light and dark were not part of our world. And so it is with the circumstances of our lives, what we often call the causes and conditions from which we create our experiences. It's not the journey, it's the destination. I mean, it's not the destination, it's the journey. See, I should have notes that teach us the power of the magical practice of presence, and that's something we often don't think about. We talk about making sure we have the right ritual tools and making sure that we have the right words and the right praxis. But without that power of presence, our workings are not going to manifest in the way that we want. That's how we overcome the fear. We use that fear as fuel, grist for the mill. And so I want us to shift our mindsets today toward moving beyond that fear and uncovering the truth, moving beyond that place of limitation and saying that these things which might be obscuring our ability to see where we're going right now might just be part of the grander exposition of the truth. We what we see as an obstacle might actually be a stepping stone. What we see as something standing in our way right now might give us the time to be able to move in a different direction that we wouldn't have taken were it not for that obstacle being there, were it not for something standing in the way of the direction that we're going. And so I just wanted to share with you guys that the truth is that it's really simple. Right now, in this moment, you and I have a choice. We have a choice between fear and curiosity. So why not choose curiosity? It doesn't cost any more, but the benefits far outweigh the price that you have for living in fear. So choose wisely, because when we live from a place of curiosity, when we recognize that the value is in the journey, it's not in the destination, that's when we can be certain. That's when we can say with open hearts and open minds that the best truly is yet to come. I hope you have a fantastic week. I hope you stay safe. I'm excited to be able to share so much more with you this week, including this little clip that we have that is a public service announcement from the Charter for Compassion. It's a new one we haven't shared with you yet. But before we do that, I wanted to share just a little bit of wisdom from one of the faculty members at the Inner Alchemy Mystery School, my brother Adam. And Adam says, fear is a false narrative. Be the storyteller. I love that. Shift the story. And so there you have it. I couldn't have said it better myself. Fear is the false narrative. When you reclaim the pen and you say, I'm telling this story, then you're able to see that all of those things that seem like obstacles may not be obstacles after all. They could be stepping stones. And so let me just turn this over to our brief public service announcement, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. We do these broadcasts Monday through Friday at various times throughout the morning to early afternoon. We like to mix it up just a little bit so that you've got an opportunity, no matter what your schedule is, to consider joining me for a mind shift. These are the mind shifts I take every day, and I invite you to do the same thing. I also thank you in advance for liking and sharing, clicking the little notification bell on YouTube if you're watching it there, so that you never miss one of these broadcasts. And I thank you especially for sharing this with somebody that you think we might vibe with. So here's that public service announcement, and I'll see you tomorrow.
The Charter for Compassion is a document written by people from around the world representing every country and every faith. Compassion is basically, well, it's the golden rule. It's an idea that has been around for centuries, and it's at the core of all the world's religious and ethical beliefs. The Charter for Compassion is a declaration to restore compassion to the center of our moral and religious traditions. It has been endorsed by institutions as diverse as the Sydney Opera House, the Washington Cathedral, the Karachi Press Club, the Chautauqua Institution, and the Garden of Forgiveness in Lebanon. From Amsterdam to Pakistan, from Mexico to Dubai, Lahore to London, Toronto to Tel Aviv, I mean everywhere, millions of people around the world are coming together to make the Charter their own. And now we're looking to you.